Hey, what's up, everybody? Prime Prime 22 here, bring you I'm bringing you a dank meme. What am I doing? Bringing you something different. So, there's been a thing on YouTube by Kal-El Prime, getting to know a Transformers fan, and I can't seem to find any of his videos, and it's an old thing where basically he asks Transformer fans to answer some questions, and yeah, I can't seem to find them anymore. Like, they were real old. Like, I am, like, years behind on this. But, I decided I'd give it a shot. And I'm actually looking at, the version that's on the Transformers Tumblr that's been a bit edited, so I don't know how much it's, similar to the original. But let's just get into this. It'll help you get to know me. And I encourage you to try answering these questions if you yourself are a Transformer fan. But alright, let's get into this. How long have you been a Transformers fan? Well, I've been a Transformer fan most of my life. I've been a Transformer fan since 2001, ish. So that's 15 years. Wow. I got into Transformers because when I was like a little baby, my mom gave me 1, 2, 3 Transformers Rescue Roy. How's my camera look? Where can I put it? Right here. Alright, and yeah, that was my first Transformer. I didn't really know it was Transformers. Later on, when Transformers Armada was airing, I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, and Transformers Armada came on before it on Cartoon Network. And I always thought it looked kind of stupid. Like, I thought, robots who turn into cars, what sort of idiot made up that? And yeah, and then one Christmas, I got a toy for Unicron, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I didn't know it was Transformers, though. And then one night, one evening, I was sitting on my couch, little tiny Primus sitting on his couch, and then Transformers came on, and I'm just like, Transformers. And then there's Unicron attacking Cybertron, and everyone's fighting. The Minicons turned into this giant green anti-Unicron. It was amazing. I'm like, oh my god, my toy is on the big screen. And it was an interesting night. My mom had dinner set up, and she said, okay, Primus. Obviously, she didn't call me Primus. But here's dinner. You can't eat it while watching TV, so either eat dinner or go hungry. And I went hungry that night, because I was way too into that. Yeah, first Transformer in 2001, and then really in 2003 is when I made the correlation. But, so, yeah, I think that answers that question. 15 years. Wow. Next question. Can you think of a standout moment in your life regarding Transformers? Yes. This summer? The most recent summer, I went to TFCon Charlotte, and that was amazing. Like, I've never met any other Transformer fans, so I thought I was pretty much alone. Well, you know, there's the people who are like, Michael Bay, dude! The people who only watch the Michael Bay movies. But, no actual Transformer fans. I haven't met any actual Transformer fans. And then I feel so alone. But I went to TFCon and surrounded by Transformer fans. It was amazing. Got to see like freaking Greg Berger and Dan Gilvezan and like so many good people. James Roberts up on Skype. It was great. And I felt like really part of the community. And that sort of inspired me to actually start YouTube up again. To do Transformers lore and stuff, because I wanted to provide more for the community. But yeah, TFCon was great. TFCon was amazing. I really hope it comes back near this general area sometime soon, because I think those are like the happiest days of my life. Who is your favorite Transformer of all time? Yikes. That's a big question. There are a lot of Transformers. I like a lot of Transformers. Favorite Transformer of all time? Right now, I'm thinking it's Nightbeat. Specifically, IDW Nightbeat. But even then, I like a lot. Like Armada Starscream, I really like. Animated Swindle. A whole bunch of More Than Meets the Eye characters in the comics. I like a lot of characters, but I'm going to say More Than Meets the Eye Nightbeat. Well, IDW Nightbeat. And, although that's not a very solid answer, because I like a lot. What is your most prized Transformers possession? One moment. My most prized possession is Transformers Autocracy. Why? Because it's autographed by Flint Dille. Beware of the Prime, Flint Dille. And then on the back he wrote, Transform. I got him to autograph this at TFCon. I really like the Autocracy trilogy. There's some continuity problems, but they're pretty much being ironed out recently. And Flint Dille is pretty much the creative mind behind Transformers the movie from 1986.
Transformers the movie. Transformers the movie.
And that was my first introduction to Generation 1, that movie. And I thought it was amazing. I cried when Optimus Prime died as a little kid. And yeah, it's actually, that animated movie is my favorite movie of all time. Which is a little much, but I just love that movie. I can see it again and again and again. I can quote most of it. Like, that movie sort of defines Transformers for me. And yeah, to have Flint Dille, to meet Flint Dille, to talk to him, to have my book autographed by him, that was amazing for me. He also wrote the Five Faces of Darkness 5-parter. Yeah, it was amazing. But at TFCon, he said like it was nice to see someone like interested in his modern work as well, as opposed to just the movie. He's like, I don't want to be known for. Well, he's like, everyone's coming up to you with stuff you did back 30 years ago while you're still doing things in the present. But yeah, he was glad that I came up with this. And he wrote Transform because I asked him if there's one thing that he wanted to do that IDW said he couldn't do because of the continuity. And one of the things was a world of female Transformers, because there wasn't female Transformers at the time in IDW. And then they sort of like, oh, we have Caminus now. But he also couldn't write Transform when they transform. There's a rule that you have to use different words. I'm not sure why, but that's what it, and he wrote it down as an act of defiance. But yeah, that I can't replace this. This is my most prized Transformers possession. Question number 5. What is your favorite piece of Transformers fiction? Oh, probably the movie, seeing as I just gushed on about it. But the movie, that might just be for nostalgia purposes and traditionalism. Some of the more newer stuff, More Than Meets the Eye especially, are really great and really pull on your emotions. I think More Than Meets the Eye had the most effect on me emotionally. And it's really intelligently written. But the movie still holds a dear place. So it's either the movie or More Than Meets the Eye, the comic series by James Roberts. And it's really hard to pick between the two because I don't want to betray my feelings for the movie. Alright. Outside of Transformers, what do you do with your life? What do I do with my life? Well, I'm a university student trying to be a history and education major. Trying to be a history and education major. Trying to be a history teacher in high school. Because I really love history. All the books that my webcam is stacked on right now are pretty much all history books. But I also do karate. I'm a first degree brown belt, and I should be having my black belt test sometime soon. I just like to study languages. Esperanto, Japanese, German mostly. And I'm a YouTuber. I like to do YouTube stuff, as you can see from my channel. I mean, that's sort of an obvious thing. What else do I do with my life? Outside of Transformers. I read DC Comics, especially Batman. I got a whole slew of DC Comics back here behind Megatron and Rhinox over there. Nowadays, I think that's about it. Yeah. What is the origin of your YouTube _out Tumblr screen name? Joke's on you, mine, I have both. But Primus Prime 22 originated way back in the day when I had to make my first account on the internet. And I think it was Neopets. And my mom's like, okay, Primus, we need to make you an account name. I'm like, people do that? They make account names on the internet? Wow! And I wanted to do something cool. And little 5-year-old Primus was like, I want to do something. I want to do something that shows I'm a Transformer fan, but I'm also an obscure Transformer fan. I'm not one of these modern casuals. I know some obscure information, like Primus. Which nowadays Primus isn't that obscure, but this was back during the Armada ages, where they said a unique digital entity created the Transformers and not Primus. But yeah, so I went with Primus Prime, Primus being the god of Transformers, typical Transformers lore, and Prime being a rank of leadership in Transformers culture, so leader of the gods. And then 22 is just my favorite number. I don't know why, it just is. I don't know which came first. I used 22 and it became my favorite number, or was my favorite number then I used 22. Who knows? Whose videos do you enjoy watching? Whose blogs do you enjoy reading? I guess the whose blogs things comes from Tumblr. I'll answer both. On YouTube, I guess this doesn't have to be just Transformers stuff. On YouTube, I really don't get much time to follow people on YouTube. The people I do who I really like are like Lazy Koalas, Twisted Ambition, Ultrox Infinity, The Lazy Boy. Good stuff, good stuff. They're funny people. I really like the whole slew of Lost Paws, The Anime Man, Einstein, Mystic Connexia. I really like those guys' videos, and I watch every one of Noble's videos once it comes out. It's crazy, except his streams; those are a bit long for me. Weebot17 does I really like his whenever he does, like, I guess sort of, I don't know what you would call them, news things and speculations on like Transformer figures coming up, like in Binary Wars stuff. Yeah. Any other YouTubers? Emperor Tiger Star, I really like in his history maps. Jack's Films, Good Mythical Morning, Cinema Sins. Yeah, I think that's about it. Something Witty Entertainment, their sort of online abridged series is great. Now, as for blogs, I'm not really good at remembering blogs' names. But I follow on Tumblr like, let me look this up, because I can't remember people's names at all. I like Fujisan ni Noboru Hinomaru? Hinomaru, is that your name? Let me see, because it just ... No, Hinode. Fujisan ni Noboru Hinode, which posts a lot of Japanese history stuff, like especially like around World War II era. I follow Official German Translationen, which is a German meme blog that just translates English memes into German. I like unflattering pics of Rhett and Link. They're good. I also follow the Cringe channel, which gives me a lot of cringe stuff. My role models. As far as just fandoms in general, I also follow All Things Tamriel and Gundam UC. They just do a bunch of Gundam stuff. Oh, Cringe Pics, also a lot of cringy stuff that I like to see. And D&D quotes out of context. Or out of context D&D, yeah, that's what it gives a lot of out of context Dungeons and Dragons quotes that are funny. But yeah, that's really who I watch, who I follow. Let's get on to the next question. Which Transformer is your holy grail? Huh. I mean, all my Transformers are pretty basic. They're like, you have the movie line, and you have Unicron Trilogy stuff. And there's some animated and some Generation Combiner Wars sprinkled around in there. I mean, I guess... Oh boy, you're a damaged dude, aren't you? Alright. This is 25th Anniversary Optimus Prime. Very damaged, in horrible condition, because I was like freaking 6 or something when I got him. I really wish I didn't beat him up as much as I did, but he's a really good figure. He's masterpiece, basically. He's masterpiece. I'd say he's my holy grail, despite his super damaged status. Yeah. Like, his ball-jointed head is just so easy to take off. I don't know why. Till all are one. If you could transform into anything, what would it be? It would either be something like quick and fast, like a Harrier jet, or something that's really a Star Destroyer. Think of it, turning to a Star Destroyer. I love Star Destroyers anyway, and just turning into a giant Star Destroyer and like just cruising around in space. Because the Decepticons have like the World Sweepers and stuff. There are like Star Destroyer type ships and Transformers, but I've never seen any Transformer turn into them unless it's like a Star Wars Transformer dude. But yeah, a Star Destroyer. That would be pretty awesome. Alright, that finishes up the questions this round. Thank you so much for watching. I had fun answering these. I hope you had fun listening to the answers. I encourage you, if you're a Transformers fan, to do this. That's right, you. You know who you are.